What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody. Look, let's talk about Superman. It's dropping next week, and everybody will be able to see this movie for themselves and see what it is. A lot of us will check it out on July 8th. The rest of you guys will be checking it out the 10th, 11th, to 12th. By this time next week, basically, the majority of people will have seen this that wanted to see it, and we could talk intelligently about it. It's one of the most interesting and important superhero movies I think we've seen in a very long time. Not only because it's launching the James Gunn DC universe, it's rebooting basically the old DCU with Henry Cavill, but it also could be saving superhero movies as we know it. Because if this movie doesn't work, if this movie fails and falls flat on its ass, you're going to see a lot of people just start pulling the plug on a lot of superhero projects. Like, you know what? I think we're done. You know, let's wrap up what we got and then we're done. We're not going to keep doing this because this movie cost a boatload of money. They're expecting it to make a boatload of money. It's Superman. It's the S on his chest. It's the iconic hero. And if you can't sell Superman, then damn it, you just can't sell superhero movies anymore. I think that's the way a lot of people are looking at this shit. And so, yeah, it's interesting that all of the turmoil that's going on around this entire project it's starting to come to a head. Like you see this post right here by Sammy, the Snyder Queen. Make your voice heard on July 11. Restore the Snyderverse, Henry Cavill Superman. So apparently, I guess there's some sort of a hashtag protest that they're planning to push out there on July 11, the same day that this movie drops, the David Corenswet Superman. They're doing all of this hashtagging. They're going to start it up, I guess, at 9 a.m. Eastern. Restore the Snyderverse, hashtag Henry Cavill Superman. And they want to bring back Henry Cavill and doing all of this stuff. Now, let me just say this, and I mean no disrespect to any Snyder bros that are out there. Again, I wanted Henry Cavill to come back as well. I went and watched Black Adam 3 times. I put my money where my mouth is. I wanted them to continue that universe. I started game planning. What else can they do? Blah, blah, blah. But it didn't happen. They pulled the plug. So doing all of this stuff is just, I'm sorry, it's sad at this point. It's just sad.
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay, you gotta let it go. I'm not saying that you gotta go out there and wave the flag for James Gunn and cheer it on or whatever, but you can't keep doing this. This is just sad and pathetic. You know, let this shit go, man. I was like, looking at what people were saying. Kato was like, this is gayer than having sex with a man. Yeah, I was like, there's a little bitch madeness going on here that I don't think is cool, Snyder bros. You just gotta let it go at this point. It's over. All right. You can't keep holding on to Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill has moved on. Warner Brothers has moved on. Everybody else is moving on. And it's like y'all are still stuck in a time capsule. Just let that shit go. You all hate the Superman character. You just love the actor, not the character. See, that's me again. I like Henry Cavill, all right? I do like Henry Cavill as an actor, and I hope he continues to have success. But I'll just be honest with you guys. I like DC, and I like Superman more than I like Henry Cavill, all right? I want DC, a universe, a superhero universe to jump off, and whoever plays Superman is who plays him. I'm not that fussed over, oh my God, it got to be Henry Cavill. It's Henry Cavill or bust. Like, that's crazy talk to me, man. Batman versus Deathstroke. Yeah, they got all these little projects up in here. This is like, what are we doing, guys? Come on. Snyder bros, stop it. All right, it's over. All right, move on. Do something else with your time. This is sad. This is just getting really sad. But what's even sadder, all right, and maybe this will snap some of the Snyder bros out of their funk. I don't know if you guys heard this situation about the leaked review, all right? This leaked review, it's comicbookmovie.com posted it up. Superman first review calls DCU reboot superficial and silly and bemoans terrible overstuffed movie. So it was by the Daily Beast. And apparently these cats were willing to break review embargo to put it out there. You know, the review embargo for Superman lifts next week. However, the Daily Beast inadvertently published its verdict last night, and while the site took it down pretty fast, it was up long enough to cause quite a stir among fans on social media. So, yeah, they broke review embargo, which is wild to me. Like, it's almost like this guy, whoever wrote it, and maybe the Daily Beast themselves, wanted this information to get out there ahead to kind of start changing the narrative of this movie before a lot of other reviews got out there. I don't know. You know, the Daily Beast they're an agenda-driven company. It's an agenda-driven news site or paper or whatever. You know, they lean heavily to one direction. All right. It's not moderate. It's not conservative. You guessed which one it is. And yeah, the review is actually up. You can actually go and watch it or read it right now. The Terrible New Superman is final nail in superhero cinema's coffin. I'm not going to read through this review. I've been doing my best to avoid spoilers. I just been laughing at all of the nonsense that's going on around this movie. But yeah, the writer of this article, if you want to know whether or not you can trust this review, hey, how does this guy review other superhero movies? You know, what's going on with that? Can we see something that he's done before to kind of get an idea of his superhero taste? Well, Cosmic Book News was responding to this post by Tom from Midnight's Edge. Tom said, Captain America Brave New World will save the flailing Marvel universe. That was by this guy, Nick Shager. All right. And if you were wondering, who the hell is Nick Shager? Well, apparently, Nick Shager is somebody who hated Sinners. All right. So that's one thing. All right. He called Sinners the worst kind of vampiric bloodbath, a sloppy one. And then also, he's Team Snyder Cut. All right. So he's a Snyder bro through and through. All right. That's who this guy is. Worked for the Daily Beast. There he is. All right. Tom did his homework. Zack Snyder's big, dumb action film career has been smarter than it seems. Also by Nick Shager, I guess at some point in time, he wrote for The Atlantic. So this guy writes for The Atlantic. He writes for the Daily Beast. If you pay attention in that world, you know what's up, all right? He basically called him a Snyder bro, Zack Snyder shill, an MCU shill as well, all right? So yeah, like shout out to Tom from Midnight's Edge from doing a little bit of fact finding in regards to this guy. But yeah, I mean, this is where we are right now, right? This is where this guy is. We got Snyder bros that are writing for the Daily Beast, shitting on fucking Superman by James Gunn. All right, already, and breaking review embargo to do so. Like, what is happening here? Look, I've been critical of this movie. I said I didn't like the first trailer. I gave the first trailer like a 7 out of 10. I said that thing didn't move the needle enough for me to get excited about Superman if I'm a non-Superman fan. I said that about the first trailer. That second trailer, the official trailer where Superman is getting cussed out by Lois Lane, I absolutely hated that trailer. Okay? That trailer to me was one of the worst trailers in terms of introducing a hero. All right, you need a hero right now. Just show shots of Superman doing heroic shit. That's all you needed to do for this entire marketing campaign. That's it. That's all they needed to do. All the extra clips and everything that they kept putting out there. You know, Crypto, Dragon, Superman, Back to the Fortress of Solitude. Again, I thought it was fine, but it's unnecessary and it's not what we needed to see. The last one with Superman breaking down Lex's door. And again, all of that stuff is fine. It's fine in the movie, but I don't like when stuff is taken out of context because now that starts up another firestorm. Oh, Superman's super angry. Well, we don't know what the hell just happened to Superman. This could have been the 10th, 11th, 12th thing that just happened to Superman in a row. And finally, Lex Luthor is getting up under his skin. Lex Luthor is supposed to try to get under Superman's skin. And we're supposed to see Superman react in a certain way. I don't have a problem with that scene. But I don't need to see it. I'd rather see it in the movie than see it on a damn clip. But yeah, that's all part of the marketing. They have fucked the marketing up royally with this movie, you know? But, you know, we'll see what happens. But look, if you're participating in this stupid shit, I mean, I'm sorry, y'all. Get some help. Go find something else to do. This, to me, is wild, all right? This, to me, is sad and it's wild. Going out here doing hashtags and all of that crap, man, bruh. This is crazy, but we'll see what's up, man. Look, I think at the end of the day, it's really going to come down to, did James Gunn make a good movie? Did James Gunn make a good movie that can bring back the normies into loving superhero movies? I think the normies are the ones that have checked out. I think the hardcore superhero fans, we're still watching superhero movies. We're still going off to see all of Marvel's bullshit and hoping that somehow they fix things down the line somewhere. I think we're all watching this shit, but I think the normies have checked out. The normies are like, man, this is stupid, man. Marvel Cinematic Universe was good. You know, and I think if James Gunn can get this one right, all right, if he can fix the DC universe, starting with Superman, and get things on the right track, we might see a resurgence of interest in superhero movies, starting here with Superman and then building it out through the DCU, but also getting Marvel back on track because Marvel's just absolutely on the wrong page at this point. Marvel really needs to go back and figure out, hey, man, we got to shut everything down and figure out what the hell it is that we're doing because we are messing up everything that we've built. So, we'll see what happens. But you guys let me know what you think, man. Are you going to go and watch Superman next week, or are you going to participate in this thing? If you're participating in this, let me know in the comments. Let me know. Yeah, man, I'm going to make my voice heard. I'm going to protest and not watch the movie and put hashtags up on Twitter like Twitter is real life. All right, that's what I'm going to do. Oh, my God, man. Yeah, like I said, man, sad as hell. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.